I love the imagery of being tucked under his wing. And I know where I'm going, and I want to share that with others. I was a little Jewish girl from New York, raised in a very loving, cultural Jewish family. I remember really yearning for God and a connection. And when I went to temple, we did a lot of rituals, and it's very familiar and comfortable, but I never felt like God was there, and I really yearned for that. In my later years, before coming to Calvary, I was very broken. My husband had left me. I had a 5-year-old son, and I wanted very much to give him a foundation, knowing how much I wanted that. I had gone through years of infertility and treatments, and a friend of mine, high school teacher, called me and said, I have a student who's pregnant and wants adoptive parents. And I wasn't ready for that, but I said, okay, I'll talk to her. And I talked to her, and she wanted a Christian family. And I said, I'm so sorry, I'm not a Christian. A few months later, I get a phone call from the same friend, high school teacher. Her sister's babysitter was pregnant and was looking for an adoptive family. And I literally looked up and said, okay, God, I know you're there. And I would imagine you're not going to send a third pregnant girl to me. I better do this. And that's where life changed. That's when I knew God was really real, and that he saw the hurt that I went through years and years of infertility. I had friends who were sharing Jesus with me a lot and saying, Norma, Jesus is a Jew. And I still was waiting to really believe. I wanted to, but it was so foreign to me because all my life I had heard that that was not okay to believe in Jesus. Even though as a child I wanted to, but I knew that that was not okay. So one day I was here with some friends. My son was in Sunday school class. It was a communion Sunday. And Ricky Ryan said, let this pass. This is only for those who believe in Jesus. And I heard in my head, Norma, take a leap of faith. And I took communion, and my life has changed. And I'm so happy I did that. It was a miracle. It was really a miracle. After meeting Jesus, my life had, well, first of all, so much more meaning. I never had a rule book. I was making up my rule book, filling up that God void that I called the God void, knowing that I needed that filled with the Lord. And Jesus met me where I was, and I didn't believe all the things I heard in the Bible. And I remember saying to him, Lord, if you want me to believe in all these things that are very personal, you're going to have to show me, because it'll take me forever to believe those things. And he did. He revealed himself to me. And through that, I have a peace that I have never known. When I see brokenness, when I see people who have gone through things that I've gone through, I want to encourage them the way that God encouraged me and the way that others have encouraged me. When people hurt, I'm right there, and that's how the Lord is. That's how Jesus is. So being available, being of service, and sharing that if God can get me through this, then he will get you through this, because it is a miracle that he got me through the hurts that I had gone through. And I don't hang out with those thoughts anymore. I can breathe. I have peace. I have a Father in heaven who will never leave me. So my story tells me that the character of God is a healer. He heals the brokenhearted. He's a restorer. He restored what the locusts had eaten. The desire of my heart was to have a child. And God brought Jonah to me not the way that I thought it was going to be, but better than I could ever imagine. And through adopting my son, I am able to love beyond what I ever thought how I could love. The gift of my son is one of the many gifts that God has given me, showing that he loves to give us maybe not always what we want, but what we need.